Hi, everyone. It's Linda G. I wanted to come on and answer some more of those 300 and some odd questions you guys sent. I really appreciate it. And you guys sent great questions. And then I'm going to do a live at 3 o'clock to pick two winners for the subscribers. Now, listen, I got to give you guys an overview. For some reason, I give you guys the date and time for the readings a month in advance. And my daughter tells them, be sure to, you're not on the phone, you're not blocking. My number isn't blocked. I called from a landline. And for some reason now, it's been 3 people. I called and it went straight to voicemail. And I always call twice. So that means twice it went to voicemail. Another person said, "Oh, you'll probably need to call this number." I'm like, "Well, did you give it to my daughter, the number?" "Well, no." And it's like, you guys, 2 times I try to call. Now I'm going to reschedule these people. But after this, I'm not going to reschedule because these are free readings. I allocate the time. I just had someone who won a reading in Laguna. Very nice gal. These people are very nice. It's just that, I'm booked. Like, there's a lot of things I do. I do a lot of breakfast with my son and stuff. So a lot of things I can't do because I'm booking readings. Very frustrating when you book a time frame and the person isn't available. But please, when Nicole books you, please, I'm going to have her give that landline number to you to make sure that's in your contacts because we just can't seem to get through. And, if it keeps going on, I'm going to have to stop doing it. I mean, these are free reads. Back in the days when I charged for readings, I would move heaven and earth and have to reschedule. But fortunately, these are free little 30-minute readings. I love to meet the people. I love to do the readings. So I don't know what else to say. One person said they had their phone in their hand and missed it. Listen, I have AT&T. For some reason recently, not the landline, that's not AT&T, but my cell phone. For some reason, nobody could call me. I couldn't call out. For some reason, it's working now. So I don't know what happened there. Anyway, okay, but that's a little bit of good news. So we're going to do the 2 for July, but you've got to make sure that you're ready to go. I don't mind if you say, listen, I can't do that date, or can I change it? I don't mind that. It's just that when I allocate the time and call and I'm not getting any answers. Okay. And I also have, it's a Comcast landline. I have where it takes it, I can take a picture of when I called you, the time, and how long I sat on the phone. So, okay. So a lot of fun there. I want to tell you real quick. I had oops, that's okay, break things up. I had a dream last night about Sir Paul again. I always have dreams about him. Last night's dream was that he was over at my house. It was very nonchalant, laid back, and he was talking about music. He was talking a lot. And I remember thinking, well, that's cool. He's here. Hold on, you guys. He looks like he looks now. He was older, he had gray hair, but he was delightful. He was entertaining. And I gave him a bag of chopped cantaloupe. And I had 2 sourdough loaves. And I thought, oh, he's going to love this. So I gave him a loaf of sourdough bread. And that was my dream. So I asked the dream analysis what they think. And they said cantaloupe is a fruit which can symbolize nourishment, sweetness, abundance. Sourdough bread often symbolizes home sustenance. Oh, I can't say it. My mouth is dry. I'm gonna get some water. And comfort. Not bad. So that was interesting. Did anybody get their ticket for the Disclosure movie, the Steven Spielberg movie? I got mine. I'm going to see it with my sons on Saturday and Sunday the 14th, whatchamacallit's birthday. My sister wants to see it, but she's got that cast. So I'm going to hook up with her and see it on IMAX in Petaluma. And but it's right at the time of the march, so we get to kill two birds with one stone. Get to get a little festive in the march. Hopefully the cameras will be looking. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to do that. And yesterday, by the way, on June 10th, Judy Garland would be 104 or something like that. She was born June 10th. And Marilyn Monroe, had a birthday. And so yesterday, in honor of Marilyn Monroe, I watched two of her movies. I watched How to Marry a Millionaire, which I really love that movie. And I watched Bus Stop, which I own. To me, that's one of the best acting things she ever did in a motion picture was Bus Stop. The way she was like that. They said that's one of the first times that director did faces that close up. Normally they wouldn't. And she said, I'd go anywhere with you. Her name was Sherry, and he kept calling her Cherry. She said, no, it's Sherry. But it was and then when she put her arms in his jacket, because he gave her his jacket when he realized she was cold, that look on her face, that overwhelming shivering and that, the comfort, the warmth. Oh my God, I just thought that movie. Of course, I was just that was made in 53. I don't think I was even born yet. So anyway, that was a great movie. And then for some reason, I got in the mood yet again to watch Mad, 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 Mad World. And that has some outrageous parts that I laugh out loud still. It was really a funny movie. Spencer Tracy's in that. Every comedian that's anybody was in that. Even Jack Benny, who pulled up and they said, mind your business. And he was driving it. He said, are you guys in trouble? You mind your business. He said, wow. Some of you guys might not remember Jack Benny. He used to be on when I was little on that Ed Sullivan show. So, okay. We got questions. We got things to talk about. Okay. We're going to do Scott, sorry, I can't even breathe. Scott Pelley, the gentleman that got fired from 60 Minutes. Boy, is he talking shop or what? He talks about Barry Weiss wanting him to lie about the young woman that was killed, that she had tried to run over the police, which wasn't true. It's fascinating, and he just wouldn't do it. Okay, so here we go. Tell us about Scott Pelley. And this question is from Woody. I had an uncle named Woody. We went down to Burbank. He was married to a lady, and they grew all kinds of vegetables. He was my father's uncle. So he would have been a great uncle to me. And my dad just loved him. And they were from the Ozarks, Missouri. Okay. Tell me about Scott Pelley. What's the outcome for him? Well, money got ripped. Maybe he got ripped off with him or something. He's supposed to be getting a check and he's not seeing it in the mail. But he's managed to do good business with his money. People are giving him offers left and right, you guys. Look at this. Contracts galore. Could be a book deal, maybe even a movie about his life, all kinds of stuff, and justice will prevail. I wonder if there's people offering to sue for him, because this is like a lawsuit, or he will be the one that comes out on top. A little bit under the weather. He might be a little bit sick, you guys. And as much as he knows they were wrong and he's doing the right thing, he's still heartbroken. He's still heartbroken. Give it till next September before you start seeing real good payback. But he's going to do some payback here. They're going to try to hit him. They're going to try to sue him, or maybe he's a tell-all book and they're going to try to pull it in, but he's going to win. They might even cause him to be short on money for a little bit. I might take a little drink of my apple juice. What's happening with the Kennedy board? Will they stay or go? The president appoints the board, but 45 seems like he is washing his hands. He doesn't want to have anything to do with it. I see Congress taking back over. The people on the board, I feel them, I just saw them stepping down, like, well, we don't agree with what you did, so we're stepping down. They do it to make themselves look good in front of Trump. He kind of wants them to do that, but see, what they're doing is they're helping us. Let's look at the board, the Kennedy board. Here's the God talking. This is John Kennedy on the other side. Some sort of offer or asking him to step down is being happening here. They're going to revamp, restart. Here's Caroline right here. She will help as much as she can. I see, once they get rid of that board, see, they don't want to get bigwigs in, top names. If Trump is going to insist as president, he should be there. They don't want him there at all. But I see bigwigs or people, corporations giving money to the Kennedy Center. Apparently, the guy who got fired that worked there said that Trump pillaged. I don't know what he took that belonged to them. He did things that were just terrible. He always does that. You can't have anything nice with that guy. The outcome is the Ten of Swords, which is interesting. That's not a good card to have. Something unexpected. Something unexpected will occur. Might not be able to get it off and running until next year. I don't know why he would sue, because he's doing this. But you know how he is. He changes his mind all the time. Ooh, did you hear the good news about Hedgehog being booed in France? They said, we don't want you here. He even told the media, yeah, France didn't want me there. You think? Let's look at Hedgehog. I'm just curious. I don't know why he came in my head. Is Hedgehog's days numbered within the Trump organization? And then Congress turned around and took away Trump's powers to be in Iran. And he said, right when we were right in the midst of getting a deal. No, you weren't. Like I said, we can't have anything nice. And then he took all his kids and put them in fake uniforms. And on our time, he took them to France. His cycle's going upside down. Man of good Christian values that knocked up somebody who was still married. That's just like one-eyed Jack, what's his name? The guy that's running from Texas. He's going to lose. I'm looking so forward. His karmic star is reverse. He's managing to make money behind scenes, but this is the military turning against him. I've often felt that. Depleted of his ability to be Joe Cool. Yeah, he might even be stuck or imprisoned, you guys. He probably shouldn't leave the United States anymore. I'm going to, being that he got this card, what's next to it? Kind of being stuck, not able to move forward. He might be in big trouble or may get physically assaulted. He's not going, let me look at him. The military really hates him. And there might be some military people that are out to get him. Just FYI, put it over here. We don't want anything bad to happen. But he could get so overwhelmed he gets really sick. Just FYI. Okay, so Trump, we can't have anything nice. He wants to go to the game tomorrow night. So one of those people said the Knicks game. Somebody on the news said, "Oh no, Jimmy Kimmel said, I don't. You'd think he'd be a Spurs fan since that's what got him out of Vietnam." Okay, so Trump. Oh, it's not going to be pretty. Somebody just said he's going to have to leave early. I'm not kidding you. I can feel it. It's one of those hits that you know it to be true. I see people showing up, even though you can't really afford to go to this game. I see people showing up to march against Trump. What a dumb move on his part. Then he's screwing it up for people. There's no after party like everybody likes to do. They're going to come anyway. Let me tell you, you can't keep them away from their team. New York loves their team. Don't be messing with them. Tell me about Trump. I see the Secret Service rolling them out. I see people seething with hate towards him. He'll really get a taste of reality tomorrow night. Oh, I got to watch it now. Normally, I don't watch till the very last game, unless it's my team. And then, of course, they'll invite them when they win, they're win this series. He'll want them to come to the White House, and I see them all saying no. Hell to the no. Tell me about the game of what's going to happen. We don't wish ugly. And hear screaming, I hear booing. And there's nobody there. There may be people there that are on Trump's side, but they're not letting themselves be known because they're frightened. He's going to come in like he's king for a day. Yeah, they're going to have to cut it close. Look at this. They're going to have to cut him out. The crowd is not putting up with it. They're going to let themselves be known. The angel of light will have to protect us. It's going to be a little bit more than we imagine. It's not going to be simple unless the media cuts it off so we don't see. But he's not going to get hurt or taken out or anything. But he'll be butthurt because nobody likes him. I don't know why he would think people were like when he showed up in Wisconsin and made a total idiot out of himself. Dear God. Somebody help me. Okay, so let's get some more here. Whoops. Whoops. I don't need the weather. What the heck? Okay. Call Fern. Yes, I've read it time and time again. But I want you to know there will be justices that will be impeached. I see Kavanaugh being impeached. I see Thomas, he could be impeached, but he's walking out before. I even see his wife, Jenny, still getting in trouble. I don't care what they say. So I see that. I see Kavanaugh and even Amy and the other one, the blonde guy. They all went in and lied before Congress about what they weren't going to touch, and they touched it anyway. Will our gas and oil reserves be drained? Jackie's asking. I don't see it. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. There's a guy I listen to that knows about gas and oil in the United States. He said it would take a little longer than just 3 weeks. Okay. You guys, I realize why you're saying dang it to me. You guys were all pissed off because when he disappeared all those days, everybody's saying, oh my God, Linda, what happened? I said, he's still alive. I can smell him from here. You guys are all like, shoot. Yeah, somebody just, Kelly Keith just said, is Jenny Thomas ever go to jail? I don't know but jail, but I see her being pounded on. By the way, Justice Thomas, I'll just put this out here. You don't want to wish bad on anyone. But I do see so much stress with this that he may kick the bucket sooner than later. And I don't see America coming forward saying, yay, one of the best just no. There's no respect going on there. What will happen to our national parks? I want you to know they're going to be saved at the last minute. I want you to know a Native community just was able to save a whole bunch of land that Trump was trying to take over, although he just pardoned a guy that stole a bunch of money from the natives. But I see, it's right, because he's not going to last much longer. I cannot emphasize this to you now. If I'm wrong, I swear to God, I could smell it. He's like this far from exiting. I don't know if it's loss of being with the living or if it's just that people just can't stand him. Like tomorrow night, I'm glad he's going because people are going to give him a what for. I'm looking so forward to it. You know, it's not like going in front of Congress with his little wannabes saying Hail King. Somebody just told me Rubio's in big trouble too. I just heard that in my ear. Ruby's in big trouble. So when I go live today, you guys can ask me what I haven't hit here. I'm so glad Scott Pelley's going to be okay, but this is affecting his health because it's a little overwhelmed. Ooh, do you see Vietnamese burning down the Tea Runt Resort after the businesses made them exhume their ancestry? I think I already answered this, but I do see places that was taken over by other countries, including the United States, being taken down. Let's do, somebody said, can you tell, oh, I still see Becerra winning. And now he's on top. Oh, and then Trump threw a pissy fit, told that reporter that they're stealing you. She said, but where's the proof? You just have to see it. No, you don't. We can see your butt ugly. Don't tell me you're gorgeous. Let's look at June. See, Esther wants us to do June. We're already at the, what's the date today? 8th or something. And then again, we have Judy Garland's birthday on June 10th. God rest her soul. I saw she was married 5 times. June for the Trump, especially around his birthday. The birthday's a nothing burger. Everybody's refusing. I see people saying, no, they invited bigwigs. Dwayne Johnson, all these now, they're not going. Nobody wants to be with them. Money is being exited, which is interesting. I think the stock market's going to take some hits in June. Not that that's the economy. He's not doing well at all, you guys. He's not well. Here's the hospital. Yeah, he's barely hanging, but look at this. He's about ready to come to his ending. 2 weeks, 2 months. What's this? This is the month of June, July, August. I'm telling you, this guy is getting ready to go. Now, the other one I wanted to ask about is that Wiles, the lady that says, is she the press secretary or something? Apparently she's unhappy with Trump for picking that flame ball, that regurgitated guy that has no experience. And he's going to be one of our people dealing with our money. What's her name? I think it's Wiles, last name Wiles. What's going to happen with that? What's going to happen with that? She had some good times with him. But she's thinking about going, you guys. That's not a joke. She's waiting for the time to go. She might go at the latest by September. Look at this. He's not what? Ooh. She might not even be well. This is a coffin with the card of ending. She loved him. And also, Bibi is not getting along with Trump right now. And remember, she worked for Bibi. So she might be upset with him because he's not doing enough for Bibi. Yeah, they're all, Bibi and Putin are getting ready to go down. I love it. They can't go anywhere. Everybody hates them. And they're trying to intertwine the military. That's not going to last. They might do it for a minute and then did you see that Israel put a whole bunch of spy microphones in CIA cars or FBI cars? Yeah, this isn't going to last very long. Let me tell you, they're not even going to talk regular until they know they can get these people out. This just isn't the America we know right now. And I don't want you guys to lose faith because it's getting ready to go down. So, okay, we're in June, July, August, September, October, November. Well, actually, the first 2 days only about 4 months wait. When I come back from Canada, we're looking at 3 months wait. All right, you guys. So I'll see you guys at 3 p.m. live. At least I think I'll be alive. Talk later. Ciao.